it happened again. I'm not talking about Team USA not scoring runs in the finals of the WBC. That's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about the fact that Aaron Judge, Captain America, the best player in the world, didn't show up once again in the biggest moment. And this has become a reoccurring theme in baseball. Yankees superstar Aaron Judge is the best player in baseball, not named Shohei Ohtani. He is the best hitter in baseball, and during the regular season, he carries the Yankees day in and day out. But when the moment gets bright, Aaron Judge has disappeared throughout his career. And once again, we've seen that in the last two World Baseball Classic games. Now, I do want to preface, I'm not saying Aaron Judge is the reason why the United States lost. There were 9 players in that starting lineup, and I believe only 2 of them got base hits. Bryce Harper had 2 hits. I think USA only had 3 hits total against Eduardo Rodriguez in 2026. This is definitely not all on Judge. However, Judge needed to do more in that game, obviously, and Judge didn't have the big moments throughout the series except a home run against Brazil, which was basically an exhibition game. No offense to Brazil, but they're not really a powerhouse. They're not a baseball country. It's as simple as that. They didn't have stars on that team. Either way, getting back to Aaron Judge, why does he not show up in the big moment? It's genuinely weird. He's such a good player. He hits so many home runs. But when it matters, he doesn't do it. And you can't say that this isn't a thing that happens often. I know in the WBC, in the semifinals, he had his home run robbed by Julio Rodriguez against the Dominican Republic that would have made it 3-1. That was a very big swing. It would have been a home run if Julio didn't rob it. I get that. But what else has he done? He had a big home run against the Blue Jays last year, I believe, in their one win. Let me just double check that's when it was, but I'm pretty sure that's when it was. Yes, it was. It was ALDS Game 3 last year, the only game that they won. It was an insane swing. It was very impressive. But apart from that, Aaron Judge is not showing up in these big moments. So I just saw this statistic from StatMuse. Aaron Judge in WBC elimination games went 2 for 11 with 6 strikeouts and 0 RBIs. He's just a non-factor in these important games. And if you look at his World Baseball Classic final and World Series in his career, if you combine the two stat lines, he's batting 182 with a 333 on base, which isn't bad, but just 1 home run and 10 strikeouts. Judge does not show up when it matters most. He just doesn't. It's just the reality of the situation. In his career, in 65 games in the playoffs, he has a .236 batting average with 17 home runs and 41 RBIs, and again, that's in 65 games. It's not necessarily the worst stat line ever, but when we're talking about the best player in the league, he has to do better than this. There's a reason why the Yankees are not winning in the playoffs. There's a reason why Team USA didn't win in the World Baseball Classic. Aaron Judge is allergic to winning because he doesn't show up in the big moment and he doesn't come through. It's just the way it's been. Now, in 2025, Aaron Judge did have a really good postseason. He batted .500, he had a 1200 OPS. He was really good in 2025. He was also really good in his second season, 2018. He only played 5 games, but he batted .421. Every other postseason, though, he's not good. When the Yankees made the World Series in 2024, in 14 games, he batted just .184 with a .752 OPS. He had just 3 home runs in those 14 games. That's actually not bad at all, but that's all he was doing. He was just hitting the home run here and there, and one of those was against Clase, who was cheating in that game most likely. Aaron Judge is a weird player. I don't know what's happening with him. He's got to figure it out though, and he has to figure it out fast. Even last year, if you look at the regular season, Aaron Judge in low leverage at-bats hit 36 home runs with a .343 batting average. In high leverage at-bats, he had 1 home run with a .273 batting average. That means low leverage, he had 10 times more at-bats, which is a lot more at-bats, but he hit 36 times more home runs in low leverage compared to high leverage. It's not a fair one-to-one comparison. He was way better in low leverage situations. So I just wanted to talk about that. I know that people have mentioned this a lot recently. I just think that it's so interesting that the best player in the league, the best hitter in the league, can't really rise to the occasion. And it's not changing. Aaron Judge, he's the best hitter of the generation, but his playoff struggles and his big game struggles are a real thing that might impact his legacy to some extent.